Okay, for this curtain, we're going to start with yellow ochre and a bit of ultramarine violet, because that's the color we want to use, because that's the color of the dress, and it's a lovely, nice color to use here. Now this is just the first layer. It doesn't have to be too thick. Okay, that's good. So first layer is good. It's a darker color, yellow, gold. Now, I'm gonna let it dry a bit, and then I'm gonna take yellow ochre and Naples yellow. And instead of, it's actually better if I wait for it to dry before I do this, but I might be able to do this without waiting. Let's see. So when I want to, it's actually better to start from the bottom part. It's too much of the yellow, Naples yellow. So I'm increasing the amount of yellow ochre in there. Don't take it all the way up. Leave a bit where the window is. A bit of dark in there. There's going to be a big bouquet of flowers over here, so I'm not very concerned. And there will be, of course, put some detail in there, finish it with a nice detail. Okay, let it dry now. I'm gonna let it dry because I shouldn't be moving this paint too much at this point. I don't want it to lift. It needs another layer. Okay, so we have here raw umber and ultramarine, raw umber and titanium buff, and we're just gonna put, it's a glaze, just a hint of something in there, so it doesn't look like it's just a empty and heavy dark. Let's take a bit more of titanium buff. And really, that's all we want to do. We don't want to do more than that. Maybe a bit here. Something in there, a suggestion of something right here. It just gives it depth. Instead of having just a black kind or dark area in there. It gives it depth, movement, texture, pattern, something just in there is interesting. This is almost done. Okay, so now second layer of the yellow ochre, and I'm putting a bit of titanium buff in there. I'm going to start highlighting a bit. I don't want to highlight the whole thing, just part of it. I'm skimming this color over. Now, okay, I'm going to be coming over to this side, and because there's a vase in front and flowers, I'm going to leave a bit, or actually, you know what? There's no need. Just do it. Do the whole thing. But the more I go to this area, I'm going to add a tiny bit of ultramarine violet. So this area here would be a little bit darker than this. The right-hand side is going to be a bit darker than the left. I'll tell you why in a minute.
It's like a cliffhanger.
When something is highlighted all over, it doesn't look, it loses its appeal or interest if it's highlighted all over. I'm going to imagine there's a circle right here, and that's light. So she is a focal point, she's highlighted, and this part as well. It's going to be a bit more highlighted. So the more I go to the side, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. It looks nicer. It looks like the fabric is not all the same everywhere. It's more interesting. And now I'm going to be making, this is just like a bit of glaze over, because of course acrylic dries darker. So I'm softening this shadow in here. It's there, but it's not heavy. Okay. I always like to highlight a top part of the painting more than the lower part. It's just because light is more up on top here. And usually it's not all the way down. So this is like a glaze right now. It's the same. It's yellow ochre and titanium buff. And it's blended softly. That's good. This camera is showing more than it you see here. It's showing a little bit more detail than what you see. Okay.
Fortunately,
What?
we didn't talk. Did you? Did you?
What? No, no, no. I told you, my sister, we make her
Because you
laugh
haven't.
when she's watching the. Okay, so this is. Oh, that's a nice color. That is a nice color. It is a raw umber, ultramarine violet, and titanium buff. You'll see we would be putting a lot of colors in here with the bags and the flowers. So putting a neutral color for now is good.
You know what? Oh.
What?
No, no, no. After.
After, wait.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is a very, very nice color. I'm gonna darken it a bit with
It's too light, Leia, or the camera makes too light.
It's a camera. It's not that light. It's a camera.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's darker than what you see. Okay, one more. A little bit more highlights now. Top part. It will dry darker. Okay, one more. I should wait. It's better if I wait a bit, but I might be able to. Yeah. Now I'm going to highlight the bottom part here where the pots are sitting. Let's see. But not too much. Because it's this part is higher, right? It's not, it's a surface. So you will see more light in here, in the front. Starting to shape, to look nice. Let's give it with a round brush, a bit of a darker shape, darker color, using raw umber and ultramarine violet. This is for the area that's inside. Now, underneath, okay, good. We have a nice display. Actually, I'm going to push it back a bit more. I'm gonna push this back a bit more. And take